Was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Here we go. Go right in.
Mike 54. Rip right. Check.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again to Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Deeper.
At the 32-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson flushed out right. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Hey, 54. I got you, boy. I got you.
Penny, a first down carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves Creed able to exploit right there.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Mike 54. That's it. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Mike 54.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. From the gun, a give to Penny. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go, D.
Here I
come again.
Alert. Good.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And some room to maneuver. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 26 and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Check 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A first down carry by Elliott. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 46.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
26.
The give is to Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Here we go, 46.
50, minus 50.
We're going to 54. One in.
Shoot. Watch the shoot.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
13 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And now he spins free. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Now Prescott. And now he'll tuck it in. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Wilson, flush to his right. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Slow down.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Right there.
Go.
Right there. 54 Mike. 3 buzz. Mike's 50.
19.
Mike's 54. You don't want none of that.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Far left.
Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Mike, 54. Silver. 54.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it. Come on.
Good job right there.
54. Mike's 54. All day.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Fine, 90.
48 Mike. Tackles.
Wilson on the keeper. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson taking it in. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, boy.
From the shotgun again to Elliott. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Let's get it. Check 56. Blue there.
47.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Hey, watch the slip.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
First down, Cowboys.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Get ready.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I'm coming after you. Jack.
Left, left.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Hey, hey.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught right side, Dixon.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, alert. Yo, 40. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Good job right there. Gun.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Right there, 54 Mike. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, 0.
Mike 54.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What we got? 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Chill up for a second. Go, guys. 4 down. 4 down.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch screen. Watch the screen.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Kill. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Hey, turn it up. Turn it up.
Bang out. Bam.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Man, that's echo.
Here's Wilson. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Check. Good job right there. 54.
Come to my work.
Good job right there.
Come to my work. Orbit. Jump.
Front left.
54. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
So that'll back him up 5. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Touch 50.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Defense.
Hey, alert.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Exit.
Good
The
touch.
pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Focus, defense, focus. Mike 5-4.
Took right.
Yeah.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Man, I got you.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
95. Alert.
Zoom. Check three. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch
Front left. Switch.
A handoff to Penny. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Got it.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be dreaming. Mike's 5'4".
Throwing is Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give them 32 on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Under.
Mike's 50.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Quit talking about it.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
What's the run? They're running it.
Back. We're going to 54. Why is?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Elliott, toss right. He spins free. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54, watch 54. And let's get in them rolls.
.36 power. Gun.
54, right there. 54, Mike. I got one. Check. Mike's 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey.
Gun.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball.
14. There.
Check. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We got this.
15 yards on that play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Mike's 5-4. Help. Watch the twist.
Hey, 0.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Let's go.
Now Wilson. Lockett with a grab over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Here's a give to Penny. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, but what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Still got 4 down.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check. Watch 54. All right, I'm coming. Slam.
Now Rashad Penny. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They come out here in the eye. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Look.
Under crunch.
Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Sponge.
Friday. 12.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Running with Elliott. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First down, Dallas.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 47.
Now Prescott. And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
We're going to 54, why in? We're going to 54, why in?
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Past the 20. 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. Alert.
Mike, 55. Right there.
Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, come on now. Mike, 54, Mike. Check.
to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up third down.
Let's go.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down.
Alert.
Watching your drive. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.